today?
And that's all on Entertainment News this Friday. And we have our first guest in the studio. We'll just go straight to talking to her. We have Gloria Doyle.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
Okay, I know you're not a vampire, but you just remain ageless.
Oh.
The last time I saw you, like about 10 years ago, you were like this, and now you're still like this.
Thank you very much.
I wonder what you're doing to keep up this look.
Well, nothing much. I just try to stay real and be myself.
Okay, so you've been quiet for a while now. What happened?
Not doing much. I took time off to tend to my kids.
Oh, I see.
Now they're all family. Now they're all independent enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can now go back to my career.
Okay, so let's talk about what's up now. Go back to the career. What should we expect from you?
Babana You.
Yes, Babana You.
Tell us about it. That's your latest single.
Yes, Babana You is just my kind of praise for what God has done for me. It's been awesome. It's been turbulent, but God has been awesome. He's kept me all through, so I just felt I should come out and say Babana You.
It feels like the song was born out of experience.
Yes.
Take us through that journey. What happened?
Well, I've always been an advocate of single parenthood. I raised 3 kids by myself as a mother, and the challenges and everything, career-wise, and you know, so it hasn't been funny, but God has been awesome and faithful.
Okay, so this Babana, you actually featured
General Siege, who happens to be my producer.
Your
too.
producer,
Yes.
okay. And I watched the beat of the video, and it had a whole lot of energy. You're known as Ye Gospel. What does that mean?
Ye simply means mother gospel, because a lot of people see me and they expect, oh, she's a secular artist, and you know, but most of the time, when I talk to people, they just said, no, it's all about gospel for you. So a lot of people started calling me Ye Gospel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're strictly into gospel now?
Yes, strictly into gospel.
What message are you passing across? I mean, a whole lot of people do gospel music, and then they have the message terms about love and the rest. What message are you passing?
The only message I have to pass about God is fear God. Because like I said earlier on, a lot of people have, you know, a lot of things are happening, and that's why recently now, if you can, you see that the church has become so powerlessly.
Okay, so this one, is it just a one-off, or is it a part of an album?
It's a part of an album, Next Level.
Next Level.
Yes, coming out.
Okay, so tell us about this album and how many tracks do you have in it?
It's more of 2 tracks and a full stretch medley.
Oh, 12 tracks.
Yes,
a
full stretch medley of about 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, and we're wrapping up. I'm actually leaving for the studio once I'm done here.
Okay, so when are we grabbing it?
December. For the Christmas.
Oh,
my Christmas presents to my
Christmas
fans.
gifts.
Wow. Okay, so in this album, with every collaboration, it's just going to be strictly Gloria?
It's strictly Gloria for now.
Why?
Well, it's a lot of people make me understand that if you don't feature somebody, you don't really get to where you're going to, but I don't really believe in that. You feature people because you want to feature them. You don't feature people because you want to use them as stepping stone to get to where you're going to. If you're good enough, people will grab you.
Okay, but some other people might have a different ideology as regards, doing collabos. They say, since you cannot really do everything, that if you're known in one particular genre and you just want to infuse other aspects, instead of you doing it yourself, why don't you get someone who does that very well to now bring it to your own music? Yeah,
well, if I think that there's something I want somebody to do for me, it's just like me, I'm from Edo State.
Yes.
But people call me Omo Edo Tonko Tumba. That is an Edo girl that sings Tumba. I actually took my time to learn the music, you understand, how to do it. I took my time. I took over 3 years to learn it. And I think I want to now tell people that, okay, an Edo girl that can sing juju music.
All right.
Okay.
Babana You, let's get a feel of Gloria Doyle's Babana You. Let's see how it is. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Gloria Doyle herself. She called that one Babana You. We have yet another gospel artist joining us this morning. We have Sam Okenye. I got that right. I had to emphasize before which it murders me. You met your brother, right?
Oh yes, I did. I mean, anyway, after the show.
All right then.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Oh, seriously, Justin. Okay, I like the fact that gospel is making wave now, unlike where we met it in Tide Bars where people just sing by the river or just within the
By
garden.
the flower side.
By the flower
Yes,
side. You
you
know,
like those videos.
a whole lot. And I like what you guys are portraying now.
Yeah.
But as a gospel artist, you've been into this for years. Looking at the evolution of, I don't know if I should call it a genre now, of the gospel music industry to where we are now, what can you say about the whole thing now? Where do you think the gospel music is standing now when it comes to music industry?
Okay. I want to say that we've seen a tremendous improvement, even in terms of the quality, the delivery,
Okay.
and also when it comes to even the issue of the video of gospel artists. You know, the music is powerful, and I must confess to you, the idea is that the gospel artists know that they have a great role to play in terms of their music in the society, because music has power. Music provides avenue to probably deliver a message to individuals, to families, and to nations. Okay, so I think a lot has been done, and we're witnessing great talents out there coming to take. And what I see is that the gospel artists, they're going to be the forefront of music, because obviously people are so tired of certain kind of songs, because you know, songs are powerful, music is powerful. What the youths also, what they listen to and what they watch has effect in their lives. So I believe at this point in time, the gospel artists have a great role to play in helping to shape our society also through their songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but fine. Now, Gloria, let me talk to you. I don't know, do you really think gospel music generally in Nigeria has actually taken center stage? Because I don't know, Uche, in her introduction, she said back in the day, gospel artists, the videos they made, they usually go to the gardens, to the riverside, but you find out that not just a few gospel artists are actually in the mainstream here in Nigeria, compared to what we have with the counterparts in the West. What is the reason for that?
You see, as a gospel artist, there's a lot of things that you need to put into consideration.
Yes.
First is the message that you're passing across, and you don't need to be like every other artist. You understand? A gospel artist is supposed to be a role model, both for the family, just like you said, the nation. You understand? But what we are having right now is the fact that a lot of gospel artists want to be like a secular artist.
Why would they want to be like that?
Because they believe, if we can sit and begin to take stock of artists, you find out that some of those artists were in the church.
They started
They started
whole
from the
lot of
church.
them.
Some of them even started with the first album, second album, gospel songs, but they felt they were not making breaks, and they were not. So they just decided to go the other way.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you say caused it? Because I know that okay, today's youth, they're all about making it.
Yes.
Some about the fame, some about the money, and it feels like they come to the church, the talent is there, they sharpen the talent, but it feels like there's no backing. I'm not saying, I'm just saying that. What could actually be the factors affecting these people leaving gospel music to secular music?
Because gospel artists are not being celebrated where they ought to be celebrated.
Okay.
Who is not celebrating them?
Okay, let me just create a scene. I was in a church invited to sing, and there was this popular secular artist, real secular artist, and we had some gospel artists too, some upcoming artists and those that were there. But you found out that the pastor of the church was like, the front row for those secular artists right in the church. So how will you feel
inside
that
the church?
you were right inside the church? I witnessed that. So how will you feel that those gospel artists will feel? They're like, let me go back to my drawing board so that I can get this kind of accolades and the kind of appreciation. Since these people too are more appreciated right in the field, the vineyard, where they're supposed to, be. If it was in the days of the Bible, we call them Levites, the people that were supposed to bring down the Spirit of God. But look at them now; they are not appreciated. People want to identify with success. People want to identify with fame. But when it comes to being a gospel artist, people should be able to know this is the cross line.
You know how to draw the line.
Yes, this is the cross line.
All right, Sam, let's talk about your music right now. How long have you been doing gospel artist, and are you going to be there for long, or are you going to now switch to some secular over time?
Well, I must confess to you that my first album was about more than 10 years. I did
10 years ago?
Yes, but I didn't promote it because I was involved in other things.
You didn't take music seriously?
I didn't take music seriously because my core profession, I'm a cybersecurity professional, and you know, with the nature of my engagement, I do a lot for banks, so I never took music seriously. But it got to a point in my life when I realized that, look, if I leave this world and get back to my creator, what will I say? There's a beat he has given to me, and I know it is real. Have I given it back to the world? I mean, it just dawned on me. I need to go out there and give back to the world what God has given to me, and that is why I've decided I'm doing gospel music all the way. And I want to tell you, the fact is that, like what my sister here just said, the reality is that gospel music is powerful. That there's no the gospel artists never had a platform for those who are willing to promote them, and that is the change we're bringing. I'm working with a group called Great Live Entertainment. We are creating our sole organization, or the sole guys we're going to promote is gospel artists and inspirational artists. That is the only truth.
Okay, are we going to get to a time when the popular record labels will also start floating gospel artists?
Definitely. It's just, you know what I'm saying, the fact is that, you know, an organization has to lead the way. And that is exactly what Great Live Entertainment is all about. Where from next year, there's going to have what's called a regular concert for gospel artists and inspirational artists. You know, the fact is that the platform you've seen all this while is a platform for secular artists.
Yes.
But there should be a regular platform for gospel and inspirational artists. Because when we talk about gospel and inspirational artists, their songs has a lot to do and to influence society. We want the youth to grow up to also appreciate the fact that you don't need to go there, you don't need to do the wrong thing or sing the wrong thing just because you want to make money. They're good music. You know, in the past also, there's music they call it evergreen because of the content and the message. We want to bring it back. And that is what I stand for. That is why of course, when you ask, by the time my album launch, we talk about that, the songs I have there, it's great songs.
Okay, so
quality.
I like the drive, the force you bring into this, but how do you intend to carry this out? Saying that it has actually eaten deep.
Yes.
So I don't know how long it's going to take, but how do you intend to carry out this personal project?
Let me tell you, first of all, what we intend to do, we're kicking off through the album launch coming up in 25th of this month of November. That's next week, Saturday. We have a lineup of artists that are going to perform there. Frank Edward, we also have Efe going to perform. We have
If our Big Brother Nigeria fame.
No.
Okay. I just wondered.
If Nathan is going to be there. Well, Leon is going to perform with his instrument. We also have other artists that are going to be there. Annie J, she's a gospel author. We have a whole lineup of gospel artists. We also have this lady called
Monique.
Onos is going to be. She's going to be there.
I'm sure a whole lot of
artists are going to be there.
Yes.
That is the beginning of it all. But next year, let me tell you, next year we are out working with Great Live guys to have a regular concert, starting an open air concert at.
Let's not start going commercial.
Yeah, commercial now.
Okay, before we take a break to see your song, Gloria, I want to ask you, he talked about concerts. Lately, we've not been seeing a whole lot of concerts where gospel music is concerned. Most times, what we see is just performances in church programs. Why is that so?
A true gospel artist's business is... I won't use the word concerts. I don't even buy that for gospel artists.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't buy concert for gospel artists. No, concert it's for our normal secular artists. A gospel artist is supposed to minister.
You say gospel artists can't minister at concerts?
What concerts? What are you talking about?
Just gospel concerts.
You can't if you want to perform. A gospel artist can perform at a concert.
That's what I'm saying. Gospel concerts.
A gospel artist cannot minister. I want to come down to the real thing, the real deal. You understand? It's not for you to. A gospel artist is not in a place to thrill anybody.
Okay.
A secular artist can Trill.
Trill, yeah.
But if you say you're a real bona fide gospel artist, you can't see me anywhere. It's not because I don't get invites. But I tell you, if it's for souls, because that is the center core of my singing.
Evangelism.
Yes. If it's to soul, I'm not ready to, don't accept me, because you're not going to judge me at the end of the day. So I'm not looking for acceptance. Don't call me, don't rate me A class.
Okay.
But rate me as a minister and somebody that is interested in people's souls. Okay. That is why I'm moving very slowly but very steady, because I understand what it means. You know, some people just come in, okay, gospel artists, they are the ones that are reigning, or they are reigning. I've seen somebody that told me that, why don't you try and sing this way or sing that way? But I tell them that no. Even if you see me sing, I'm just singing now because I'm paving way for, you know, to get people's attention. Right. But what I know that a gospel artist is to do is, anytime a gospel artist gets up, is to minister the presence of God, salvation, redemption into somebody's life.
All right, well
you
said.
are just a minister.
All right, okay, Sam, we're going to see your song. You have a video right there. Can you tell us about it? What's it about?
Okay, the video is titled Take It, my first song called Take It. The song Take It, it's a song that, you know, it's out there to...
What are you taking? What are you taking?
Take what God has for you. Yeah, it's giving you. That thing that God has for you, you need to take it. God says, I'll give you life, give you an open door, I'll give you health. Take it. Don't allow sickness to keep you down, because what God has for you is health. Don't allow poverty to keep you down, because what God has for you is prosperity.
Right.
You need to take what belongs to you. Don't allow the enemy to rob you of what God has. God has something great for you. So knowing God is something great, and you need to realize that having an encounter with God is one of the greatest things that can ever happen to a man. And the reality is that when you really open up your heart to God and you keep